Hi, my name is Daphne. I love to read and I love to talk about books, so these are the top 5 books that I read in the past year. I was in a pretty huge reading slump for the first half of this year, and the book that got me out of it was I Who Have Never Known Men by Jacqueline Hartman. It completely blew my mind. If you are a fan of speculative books and then books that just have a mystery that keep you turning the page, you have to read this. It's about a group of 40 women who live in a bunker. They've been there for so long that they've lost track of time, and the few guards that they see will not speak to them, will not look at them. I just had to keep turning the page to see what was going to happen next. Another book that completely knocked my socks off was The Center. I have this arc that I just decided to pick up on a whim one day, and oh my god. The Center is a very highly selective, rigorous, and expensive 10-day long educational program where you can go and learn any language. Our main character is a young woman named Anissa. Her job is to translate Bollywood films into English, and she somehow finds her way into the Center. This entire book is poignant social commentary on the themes of class and wealth disparity in education, but also I very personally connected with a lot of the feminist themes within this book, especially the descriptions of female friendship and the way we value romantic relationships over our very special female friendships. When Among Crows by Veronica Roth. I haven't read anything by Veronica Roth since Divergent, so this was actually shocking. The plot is hard to describe because it's so short, but it follows a cast of characters in modern day Chicago in this like dark fantasy underbelly. A huge part of the lore of this story is inspired by Polish folklore. This book just calls to me as a person and as a reader specifically, and I loved it. We have to talk about Blood Over Brighthaven. This might be my #1 of the year because it was just that good. This is a standalone adult high fantasy novel set in this magical city that is powered by siphoning magic. Our main character is the first woman to be accepted into this like league of mages that basically power the city. And of course, her being the first and only woman, a lot of this book is about patriarchy, but it's also about so much more. Class disparity, immigration, the people in power keeping their power while keeping the people below them in their place. A genius novel. You have to read it. Now I'm gonna have to talk about Little Thieves by Margaret Owen. This is the first in a young adult fantasy trilogy that follows a teenage girl who is the goddaughter of Death and Fortune, who is trying to break free of an evil curse given to her by a forest spirit. And that's just the beginning of it, okay? She's got so much more going on. I love Vanya. She is such a smart, funny protagonist. Actually, this book is for the Kaz Brekker girlies. She has such Kaz Brekker energy. The way she's so witty and the way that her plots just fall into place. I love how unique this storytelling is. You can really tell how much the author cares for the source material of this sort of like Jewish folklore to make this book so perfect. So these were my 5 favorite books of the year. Let me know if any of these are on your TBR, if you read any of them, if you love them, if you disagree with me and you didn't like them. I would love to know your opinions.